Hey everyone, changing her up today, mainly because I'm stuck in the bunkhouse. Uh, Something I have found recently is this game, if you want to call it that, called Trains and Railroads. And I was trying to find something to crave my, what you call it, lack of layout and lack of trains running. Um, so it's actually fairly well built, well designed. You can see just kind of snooping around here. I actually can't show you this this game in particular. Uh, I screwed up, and this was my first try, I guess, at the game. Um, so I'll give you a little rundown before we restart everything. um, so there are some shortcomings, let's just say that, of this game. And I don't know, maybe there's a way I can contact the people that have produced it. Uh, you start out this is very, very much a sandbox, open world. There's no point uh, of the game except to just go a little railroad. You are very limited, very limited into what you can have. You can see at the bottom. Right now, I can have up to 150 sections of track. I haven't maxed out the track yet. I'm not too sure how much track you can have. For example, a section of track is this switch, and then you can have lengths, straights, your whatever your turnouts and crossovers. Um, but that's it. What you see is what you get. You can modify these straight sections to an extent. You can short lengthen. You can also curve them uh, at various degrees, as well as increase the radius. And actually, you can increase the elevation. Um, I don't have any reason to increase the elevation. There is some grade in the map, and I don't know if that is randomly generated or if it's just one map for everybody. You start out the game, and we'll go over this when we restart because I screwed up. I messed up big time, and partially because of the game. It's not all my fault, but you start out with this little freight terminal, let's call it that, here, and one massive long piece of track where this yellow box car is sitting. Now, okay, I didn't want to click on the. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. I didn't want to click on the crossover. This track, this long piece of track here where the yellow box car is sitting. Let's just change my mode here so I'm not selecting track all the time. Is where your train spawns. When you start, oh my goodness, looking at the sky, here we go. You have this little yellow box. You click on build train. It shows how many points you have. Obviously, you're not going to have enough points to buy everything you want. So this game only has the option of 3 locomotives. You get a little 040 tank engine, a Shea locomotive, as well as an S2 or an S3, I guess it would be, as well as a red or a yellow 50-foot high cube, a coal hopper, a lumber flat car, or a TFC car. That's all you get. Now the prices are, fairly decent, I think. So you select. I always went with the S2s. Um, so it's somewhat modern. And as you can see, you start running out of points as you select your rolling stock. To get more points, you need to watch an advertisement. So that's the only time. This is a free game. It's the only time you have to watch an ad. There's no pop-ups during gameplay or anything. This is the only time. So I think that's actually fairly decent. Now, I don't need to watch an ad right now or bore you guys with that. If I were to spawn the train, it's going to tell me I need to clear the spawn area. Now, this is where I screwed up because I wanted to use my imagination and use that track as a little customer spread. As I did over here with the other 3 boxcars, I put a little spot into spots and boxcars up. Well, if you go over here, now I'm just going to mention here quick that I'm not a huge fan of these camera controls, but you kind of get used to it. Okay, here we are. This crossover, do you see how I'm lined out there and I'm not here? So these switches, when you do a trailing point move, so you're backing through the switch, for example, they auto-line themselves. They're like a semi-automatic switch in the real world. Well, this one didn't, for some reason. I don't know if it's because the game is almost maxed out, because I sort of have an inclination of what I'm doing when it comes to railroading and building trains and building track. And I've changed the track so many times, I think the switch glitched. And if I am, let's use our handy dandy map here to scoot over there. I should be able to just... Oh, okay, it made me a liar. Yep. Never mind. Everything I just said, just ignore it. You son of a... Oh, okay, so anyways, I tried 3 times. I ran 6 locomotives through the switch. They all derailed. So, now the problem with that is I can't spawn anything to move this stupid boxcar out of the way. So, moral of the story, don't put anything in the spawn area. I know that was super long-winded, but I had to build up. So we'll scoot on down and give you an overview of what I was building. I was actually fairly happy with it too, which is unfortunate. Got a nice big Y over here so I can Y some power. Nice long leads for switching. I had plenty of storage. I did find that there was enough room in the game to have 60 pieces. That's 6 knot pieces of rolling stock, locomotives included. So I had 6 alcos and then essentially 54 pieces of rolling stock. 2 things in the game that you can essentially bring cars to is a coal mine. So you can see there's a coal mine, and I've built a loop out here to run the trains through. So actually, like I said, it's fairly well done. You can see here, if I can get up close to it, these cars will only load if the train's doing about 5 miles an hour. So this is a pre-designated location by the game. You don't have any choice whatsoever where this goes. Once you've loaded your coal hoppers, follow your track. you follow your track to the power plant. And it gives you the same message. Unloading is at 5 miles per hour, give or take. And this power plant is pre-designated by the game. You have no choice of where it goes. So it's a nice big loop. You'll see there are some ridges, some valleys, coulees. The trees are actually fairly well done, but they do bother me because when you try to put track through them, they don't move. They don't just kind of get out of the way, if you know what I mean. So fairly unrealistic when you lay the track down and you have a bunch of fir trees or whatever, pine trees, growing up through your track. So I usually try to avoid them. But that being said, it is what it is. And there's nothing we can do about it. And that one boxcar there, that yellow boxcar, screwed me right over. So do not, if you're going to play this, do not leave anything on that track. Otherwise, you are screwed. You are so screwed. You only get one save file on the game. And if you select new game, you lose it 100%. You lose everything you just did. And this was hours. I literally spent hours figuring out and putting track down, and yeah. So all of it just went to waste because one stupid switch quit working. All right. So let's redo this. Time of day always goes 6 in the morning. Slightly overcast. Start a new game. All right. Here we go. This is it. This is the new game. Start out with the 2 tracks. And you know what? I don't want this one there. We're just going to delete it. Just hit that garbage can. I've been thinking about this. Actually, I've been thinking about this. To add, I'm going to start adding track. I'm going to just add a straight piece and start to curve it. And curve it 90 degrees. Now this is the tightest radius of 200. I don't know what that means. So switch in there. And you know what? I can tell right now it's not going to work, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to actually increase the radius so that it does work. You can change the curve angle to sit nicely inside. Now, I don't know if I can get past that little yellow box here. Let's give it a try. Oh, I don't like that. It hits it. So we're just going to garbage that. I need more space. Let me garbage that curve. This is why it's so time consuming. You do a lot of back and forth trying to make things work. I get headed home the other day and from Calgary back to the Hat, and 3+ hour drive. I spent the whole time on this game. Yeah, it happened. Once you get the basics of the game figured out, it honestly isn't that bad. Delete. That's another thing too. It auto moves the camera to the end of the piece that you select, and usually it's the end of the piece that's furthest away from you. So that is a little bit frustrating, and there's no way to stop it until it runs through its own little thing. Nope, I didn't want that. See what I mean? Hey, see, look at that. Look at all that. It's perfect. It's nice. I like that. Oh, no, curve. Oh, I'll just shorten this up. It's that easy. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now, a few hours later, literally, I have some decent track put down, in my opinion. If we have just a quick peek here, we've got our little warehouse switching lead off of the Y, a loop on the power plant, as well as a small yard and a small customer coming off of it, as well as our loop on the coal mine. So, without further ado, what everybody is here for, let's build a train. We're going to start out with 60 6-knot points. First, just to work you guys into this and get going here, we will do oh, no. There, that's what I wanted. A couple of those guys, and we can do 10 hoppers. Yes, that's the way I want to go. Right, so not sure what happened to my audio. I think the locomotive idling kind of messed up. There's some reverb and stuff. It didn't sound very good. I tried to edit some of it out already, and not doing very good. So I do apologize for that. Never screen recorded and done a voiceover at the same time, so now I'm just going to voiceover. Not as exciting. Anyways, let's just explore the locomotive a little bit. You've seen the interior a little bit, the control stand, fairly realistic. Reverser, the throttle, they move in the cab as you move them on screen. Fairly cool. Same with the locomotive brake. It does show it as an automatic brake on the control stand, but I'm fairly positive it works just like an independent. Your camera views, fairly decent. Third person, completely adjustable. You can look at every single car, forwards and backwards. I do find it handy loading or spotting. You have the option to uncouple each car individually, or a cut of cars or locomotives, etc. You do also have the option to remotely control the locomotives, but I've never used it. You have your regular options, headlights, bell, horn is at the top all the time. So I think that basically checks the boxes off for everybody. Let's get out of here and get this train to the yard. I came up super slow to the switch because I was a little skeptical, but you'll see it actually moves the points over as I basically cross over the frog of the switch, just like that. So let's get out of here. Yeah, let's keep it around. Because we don't have a counter, you can also just move your camera to make sure you clear the switch before you get a phone. I do apologize for the audio quality might not be the best. I am totally just screen recording my phone. I'm going to throw that switch back so it's ready for us. So, what I've been mumbling on about for the last couple minutes, I wanted to say that there is another game very similar to this made by the same people. Similar name. It claims it is more of a sandbox game than this one, which is, I don't believe, is correct. They do offer objectives. I believe there's more than just the 2 customers. There's a couple different facilities that you can service. A bigger selection of rolling stock, bigger selection of locomotives. Even some different paint schemes on those locomotives. I did give it a try, but I don't like the fact that you cannot change the track. The track is set in place and you can't touch it. I didn't explore the game enough to see how much you can have locomotive or rolling stock wise. I prefer this. I can spend hours, like I said, designing, laying the track, and getting to run it, even if it is just running some coal cars back and forth from the coal mine to the power plant. Coming into the yard here, I do like the exhaust on the locomotives. I do wish it was a little bit more, being that these are Alcos, they should just be rolling the coal. They should just be black. But beggars can't be choosers. So, coming into the yard, I was taking it nice and easy, unsure of the switch points and which way everything was going. Grabbing switches on the fly, but getting these 10 cars yarded will finish off the video. I guessed at these track lengths, not bad. We'll do a little bit more next time. This video's gone on long enough, and I really don't want to bore you guys. Again, do apologize for the audio quality. I don't think I will screen record with audio. I think I will do just a full voiceover next time. Anyways, the brake's set. We're stopped here. We're going to go get some more locomotives, more cars. Let's fill up this yard. And next time we're going to maybe go load these coal hoppers up and make a run to the power plant. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And until next time, take her easy.